welcome to Strawberry's Gamer Society. I am Strawberry, and I am, stuck in a box. Yes, I am exactly where I was at the end of yesterday.
I didn't see the end of yesterday, so this is like, this is so funny.
Yes, here I am in the trial chambers, exactly where I left off yesterday. So yesterday at the end of stream, I said, haha, today, between today and tomorrow, I am going to do a little off-camera mining and find the next place where we can go through the next trial chamber. But let's just say it didn't actually happen.
Oh.
Hello, Bert Baker! Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you're here. Yay! Yeah,
Hello.
yes, yeah. I ended up playing. So, you know that game that Long Arms recommended? I ended up playing that game. No. I have to say, like, that's what I did. I didn't even do anything noble. I can't even claim that I spent yesterday dealing with scout stuff or anything. I literally just played video games. Well, that's what happens. Your streamer is a gamer. These things happen. Yeah. So now I need to dig my way out of this place, back up to the surface, and then find another trial chamber. So if there is someone who knows of another trial chamber that we have not yet looted, please do let me know. Okay.
Sorry, I'm stumped. I can't tell you about that.
Okay.
You know what I could tell you about? What I've been doing these past 2 days, because I have not been gaming at all.
Yeah, what have you been gaming? Or what have you been doing if you've not been gaming?
So, remember when I said the day I was said I was going to do something very crazy and pick up and away?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yes, I did, and I regret my purchase decision, but before that, before we get into the nitty-gritty details about that, I guess I could talk about what my sister and my brother did.
Okay.
With me.
As long as
we went to the mall.
All right.
And we did some stuff at the arcade, which what was meant to be the arcade turned into literal claw machine gambling at this rate, because we were just going for any claw machine to just win any prize we could. And the first one we actually won was one where we had to, like, you know those ones where you have to try and get the box down, so like something hit it off and just hit it onto a platform to win it, and then you had to like get an employee to see it, and then they can get you the prize. Well, that ended up happening once, and I got a figurine of a possibly third-party Hatsune Miku that was pink, and if you already can tell in general chat, I basically now can call it StrawberryGS if she was Hatsune Miku. AKA Verb affected her. But there's a cherry. It's a cherry, it's not a strawberry, so I guess I can't really make that connection now.
Okay.
And yeah, then we went to Half-Price Books and I bought Up and Away, which I'm gonna say it. The DVD, while the DVD isn't good, I gotta say it was giving my player a lot of problems. It just kept on messing with the crop ratio on my screen. Sometimes it ended up pausing for no reason. I had to restart. But it ended up working, and I gotta say, I think honestly it was a fitting purchase, because even if it is a bad release, at least the cover suited what the DVD basically is, in my opinion. And now with that, it's 32 down, 78 more to go, and this will probably be what it is until I get back from Florida. Which will probably be
unless you find any used DVD sales places in Florida who happen to specialize in Thomas DVDs.
I really hope we do, because if I do and I end up finding literally something rare, I will be making sure to note that in my notes. I will tell you when I get back. Which we still haven't gone yet.
Sorry, I had a little bit of had a little bit of problem there. A whole bunch of gravel just fell on my head while I was trying to dig my way out from this trial chamber.
I see.
Yes, these things happen. Oh, I need more blocks. There we go.
Yeah.
Down, up. You ever have that feeling like you're just in a long tunnel and you lose track of which direction is down and which direction is up?
Kind of, yeah. If there's like so many splitting paths, then yeah.
Yeah. All right. So today's stream topic is, how do you go from feeling like an outsider in a community to feeling like an insider in a community? So I got this because I was talking to somebody off stream and they said that they didn't really feel like they belonged in my community. And I'm like, well, of course you belong in my community. And how do you, but they're like, but I don't feel like I belong in your community. And so that's the question, is when other people think you belong, but you don't feel on the inside like you belong, how do you change your insides to actually have that sense of belonging? And that's really, really important. Did you want to respond? All right. Yeah. And hopefully, Pepsi, you feel like you belong. You are here like every single day.
I do. I absolutely do feel like where I belong.
Yeah.
There's other places, though, that I don't feel like I belong in. Like, you know, there's obviously the Mario Party community, where technically, considering my event community status, I do not feel like I belong there either. I love playing Mario Party just as much as the next guy, but considering there's so many rules that basically I can't even get my head across, yeah, I just don't feel like I belong there, because most of the people there kind of, even though some of them kind of act like how I would normally, yeah, I take it a step further and I absolutely just destroy my chances of it fitting in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which ended up happening this past week.
Yeah. And not every community is for every person. And so part of what it is you have to find the right community that will, let's see here, let me get out of here. Find a bed and sleep. And part of it is that not every community is going to work for every person. And so you have to like use your brain and use your effort to say, hey, wait a second. I'm hanging out in a place where it's never going to work for me. Maybe I shouldn't spend my time and effort on that place, and I should spend my time and effort on a place that is actually the right place for me, is actually the right place where I'm going to fit in.
I guess I kind of, honestly, I feel like I did have that thing back in 2023 before I found your channel and where I felt like I fit in, because I tried out several other streamers, one of which I thought worked, but it just didn't, and I ended up getting banned like a few days before I found you. Mm-hmm. So it was kind of hard for me to do, but when I found you guys, I felt like I found my footing, and that's how I've been. And with that, I think that's a good time to end with now, because I have to go now, because I have to do stuff. So I'll talk to you all soon.
Excellent. Have a great time, IRL. Yay. And hello, Grave Mistake. So, yes, today's stream topic is about imposter syndrome. And once you found a place where you kind of feel like, hey, these are my people. This is, ooh, a squid. These are my people, and this is the kind of place where I want to spend my time. I want to get to know these people better. This is where I want to be. But it feels like everybody else who's there has been there longer than you. And it feels, how do you go from feeling like you're an outsider to feeling like you're an insider? And imposter syndrome is real. So I want to share this article. Let's see here. Yes, I mentioned how I did stream research. It took me a lot longer to find this than I thought it would. But part of the reason why. So I'm about to read you guys an article from a person who, for the longest time, felt like an outsider. But then eventually he started to feel like an insider, and unfortunately he took advantage of his position. Everything is alleged, and the person I'm reading this article from is unfortunately has unfortunately been disgraced. So sadly, it will not have quite the weight that it would if it was just a famous author. who wrote really good books. I mean, it is a famous author who wrote really good books, but unfortunately, eventually the fame did go to his head and he took advantage of some women, allegedly. But the main part of the article remains intact. Like, the sentiment of the article remains intact, and it's still the best example of this that I could find. So, this is from Neil Gaiman's blog. And he says, I wrote this originally on Tumblr. It's since been picked up and quoted all over the place, and I'm being asked a lot if it's something I actually said, and if it's true. It is, and it is. Here's the original. So, Duck Sweethats asked, Hi, I read that you've dealt with imposter syndrome in the past, and I'm really struggling with that right now. I'm in a good place with my friends are going through a lot, and I'm struggling to justify my success to myself when such amazing people are unhappy. I was wondering if you have any tips to feel less like this and maybe be kinder to myself, but without hurting anyone around me. I know it's a big ask. I know, but any help would make my life a lot less stressful. And then Neil responds with, the best help I can offer is to point you to Amy Cuddy's book, Presence. She talks about imposter syndrome, and here, let me link that because I am a streamer. Paid promotion right here. Well, okay, it's not a paid promotion. It's more that I get like a trivial amount of an Amazon commission if you actually buy the book. But anyway, the best help I can offer you is to point you to Amy Cuddy's book, Presence. She talks about imposter syndrome and interviews me in it and offers helpful insight. The second best help would be in the form of an anecdote. Some years ago, I was lucky enough to be invited to a gathering of great and good people, artists and scientists, writers and discoverers of things, and I felt that at any moment they would realize that I didn't qualify to be there among these people who'd done really great things. On my second or third night there, hello Grapefruit, hello CJ. On my second or third night there, I was standing at the back of the hall while a musical entertainment happened, and I started talking to a very nice, polite, elderly gentleman about several things, including our shared first name. And then he pointed to the hall of people and said words to the effect of, I just look at all these people and I think, what the heck am I doing here? They've made amazing things. I just went where I was sent. And I said, yes, but you were the first man on the moon! That counts for something. And I felt a little bit better. Because if Neil Armstrong felt like an imposter, then maybe everyone did. Maybe there weren't any grown-ups. Only people who had worked hard, but also got lucky, and were slightly out of their depth, all of us doing the best job we could, which is all we can really hope for. So, there you go. That is the story of Neil Gaiman talking about imposter syndrome with Neil Armstrong, the first person on the moon. Which, I don't know if people in other countries revere Neil Armstrong the same way we as Americans were taught to revere Neil Armstrong as young children, but he's kind of like the national hero. Nobody can argue with Neil Armstrong. He was a hero and died a hero. Hello, cool kid! Welcome to the stream. And hi, Gert Fowey and CJ. Welcome. I am Strawberry, your internet gamer mom, and I am playing Minecraft. And I think what I'm gonna do, I'm looking for another trial chamber. And I was planning to find one before stream, but I didn't. So I'm just going to keep talking while I fly around, and I'm going to look for a city with a cartographer, and then we'll see if we can trade to the cartographer to find a map. So let's just pick a direction. Up, up, and away! So, if Neil Armstrong can feel like an imposter and like they don't really belong, what does that say about the rest of us? You know, does anyone really belong anywhere? And sometimes it's not that other people in the room, like clearly all of these other influential artists and authors and other people really, really respected Neil Armstrong. And, you know, they were all in awe of being able to get to meet Neil himself. And so, what if everybody else feels like you belong, but you don't feel like you belong? How do you deal with those feelings, and how do you change it from feeling like an outsider to feeling like an insider? And that is the subject of today's stream. And for me, a good realization was realizing that pretty much everybody else also has a bit of fake it till you make it. Like, it sounds corny, but fake it till you make it is what a lot of people do. And then eventually you start feeling less like an outsider and feeling more like you belong when you start acting like you belong. And other people start treating you more like you belong when you start acting like you belong. Oh, I found a pillager outpost. This is not a city. Okay, I'm looking for a villager outpost, and soon I might just ask somebody for coordinates. Hello, Ben Parker! Welcome to the stream. And sometimes what it is finding the right community. How do you know that a community is going to be the right community? Let's see here. You feel like this is a dangerous way of thinking about it. Faking like you belong. Did I leave my bed? No, I didn't leave my bed. I put it in my toolbox. I remember putting it in my toolbox. There we go. Bed. There. Strawberry, give me 10 push-ups. Uh-oh, 10 push-ups, 10 squats. Oh, with a turtle by the light of day. All right, or by the dying light of nighttime. Everybody. Here we go! 10 squats, 10 push-ups. How long? It's about a 3-year-old world. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So part of it is you have to find the right community. Find a community that works well for you and that you feel like you can be a part of, that you want to be a part of. Find a place where people respect each other and aren't backstabbing each other all the time.
Yep.
Because if you build your community on backstabbing everyone, then A, you're always going to feel like, okay, what do I need? I finally clawed my way to the top. What do I need to do to prevent from being backstabbed? It's just not fun to be in. Yeah, it's just a toxic area to be in, and it's like, you know what? Maybe I should spend my time somewhere else, even though maybe, I grew up in this community and this is what my, okay, I don't want to be isolating anybody from what their parents do, but sometimes you find a toxic place and you're like, maybe this is not the right place for me. So start off by finding a good place to be. And then once you're there, how do you feel like when you feel like, oh, yes, I finally found my people? Whether, like, for me, in my case, then it's kind of Scouts, church, and Minecraft. What can I say? Like, gamers, people who like gaming. Those are my people. That's what I enjoy. That's where I feel comfortable. And so once you've found that, how do you go from feeling like an outsider to feeling like an insider? And I realized, so I'm going to give the example of my church. I realized, like, I switched churches about 10 years ago when, no, more than that now, like almost 15 years ago, when my old church leadership selected a new leader that I just could not work with, and I tried really hard. Oh yeah, finding the right school can do it too. And when you're in elementary school, usually you can't choose your school, but frequently you can choose your college. And that helps a lot, where you suddenly have people who are in the space because they chose to be in that space, not because their parents were forcing them to be there or anyone else was forcing them to be there. So that's important. And I realized I've just been sitting here watching this turtle crawl across the sand. Yes. Captivating Minecraft content here.
Turtles! Love those turtles! This is gonna get a bajillion views on the internet now!
Hey, turtle! Yes, good to see you. Hello.
This is the family reunion.
Yeah. All right. But at any rate, yes, yeah. So spend your time, and if you realize that you're spending your time in places where you don't want to be and you don't even want to feel like an insider, or you're spending your time all by yourself and, you know, not working on skills to become better, feeling like you belong someplace, then maybe it's time to look at where you spend your time and try to spend it in places where you want to be. Leon Gaming, happy birthday tomorrow! Congratulations! Yay! If you come tomorrow, I will sing you the birthday song tomorrow. Happy birthday! Yay!
Happy early birthday, man.
Yeah, happy early birthday. All right, yes. And so, how do you, like, once you found your place, or what you want to be your place, how do you start to feel like you belong in that place? And some of it is you want to make the place itself better. So, like, when you're a part of a community, don't just say, okay, I've been, you know, a couple of friends, they've invited me over to their house for a party. When the party's over, don't just leave. Stay and offer to clean up. Help make the space a better space. And then you get to know people better. You get to have the conversations behind the scenes. And with respect to actually having conversations, I know a lot of us nerds have difficulty starting conversations with people. Let's see here. I think I'll just keep flying around looking for a town while I do this. So,
I would know.
Yeah. And so there's some simple techniques when you're having conversations that work to improve the conversation, and then there's other things that don't. So this took me a long time to learn because my mom would always start conversations. And Mom, no offense if you're listening, I love you to death. I think you are the most wonderful person in the world. But there's some things you don't know about having conversations that I have sort of learned the hard way. And that is when you're having conversations, or when you walk into a room and nobody's really talking much, how do you start a conversation? And if you start the conversation with, hey, how are you? Then how do people tend to respond when you say that? People tend to say, I'm fine, thanks, how are you? Like, that is kind of the default response. That's what you say to the telemarketer who calls on the phone and says, "Hey, how are you this evening?" And, "I'm fine, thanks. How are you?" "Oh, I'm fine." And then you get to doing your business together. Like, that's not a conversation starter. It feels like a conversation starter. Like, asking open-ended questions is supposed to be a conversation starter. That is a really unique tree here. Right on the edge of two
tree.
biomes. Cool. Okay, sorry. Getting distracted. Yeah. So it feels like a conversation to say, you know, how's it going? Or, hey, how are you? But that kind of question makes the other person do the work. It makes the other person try to think of a topic and try to think of, ooh, is the thing that I'm about to say going to be offensive? Or I don't know if they really want to know about how, you know, how my toenail fungus is growing. So, you know, you have to, when you're trying to start a conversation, don't start it with, hey, how are you? Or, hey, what's up? Or, hey, how's it going? Try to instead start a conversation by picking a topic that's kind of interesting and making a statement that the other person can then respond to. I feel like I'm going in circles. Doesn't matter. And so when you think of a topic that the other person can respond to, so instead of walking into a new situation and saying, hey, how are you? Then consider walking into a new situation and saying, hey, my cat just chewed a hole in my shoe and now I need to buy new shoes. But I've been meaning to buy new shoes anyway, so I guess this is a good excuse to, yeah, if only you could talk like that with everyone. Right. And so, you know, and you just say, hey, this is something interesting. I am starting an interesting conversation that gives the other person, like the pet stories conversation is a really good conversation to start when you're starting conversations with people. Because lots of people either have pets or have experience with pets or have seen pets on the internet, so that it gives the other person an opening in the conversation to say, oh, hey, I just saw a really funny TikTok video about somebody else's cat who chewed a hole in their charger cord and started a fire. You know, it gives a space for somebody else to continue the conversation, and it gives a topic for people to talk about. Now, if somebody else is clearly passionate about something, then one way to, especially if that person's an insider, the one way to help yourself feel more like an insider is listen to other people. So be curious about the things that that other person is interested in.
Yeah.
And so, or go ahead, Pepsi.
That honestly would have been better for me, especially when I was like, look at this funny video I'll tell. Wait a minute, nope, I can't talk about it because it features a YouTuber that I beef about. Nope, sorry about that. Sorry, it just. I forgot what I was going to say. Sorry, back to you, Strawberry. Oh, my bad.
Oh, okay, got it. Well, you know, for example, if somebody's trying to feel like they belong more in the Strawberries Gamer Society community, and you know, I've accepted them into the Discord, and they've said hi a few times, and they're trying to figure out, okay, how do I have a conversation with these other people that I don't know very well? Hey, Prison Giraffe, hello! Welcome to the stream. We're talking about how... Oops, yikes. I gotta find a place to land to get more fireworks. Good thing I am not over the ocean right now. I was not really paying attention to where I was.
speaking of my oh god, wait, oh, I'm almost out of time.
Whee!
Don't. Alrighty,
Fireworks.
I gotta get going now again. I gotta go do some stuffs again. Oh
Okay.
god.
Oh,
Alright.
okay. See you later, Pepsi. But yes, I will use Pepsi Train as an example. So let's say you are new to Strawberry's Gamer Society and you see Pepsi has posted a whole lot in Art and Pets about his quest to collect all of the Thomas the Train DVDs. So if you're, one way to get to know people better and to have a conversation with people is to notice what other people are interested in. And then even if that's not necessarily your hobby, you could still ask them questions about their hobby. And as long as you do it in a non-accusatory way. So it has to be like, ooh, tell me more about your interest in Thomas the Train. How did you get started collecting? Where do you find more DVDs? That kind of thing. And that is the sort of thing that helps people. Yeah. Where is the new IP address? Oh, Verbaker, it is pinned in, it's like the oldest pinned comment in SMP Private. Yes, it definitely works a lot better if you're sincere with the questions. And then just be a curious individual. Like, try to, even if you don't like, even if you're not planning to start that hobby for yourself, then try to be curious about what makes other people tick and what the things that other people are interested in. Just, you can usually learn something from somebody who's passionate. Now, on the flip side, if you are the person who is passionate about things, and people keep asking you questions about it, it's great to be able to talk about that thing, but you also want to leave space in the conversation for other people. Like, if there's 5 people in the conversation, that means you should be talking approximately only 20% of the time. So try to make sure that everyone has a chance to get a word in edgewise. Which I know as a streamer, I am sometimes guilty of not doing. Sometimes as a streamer, then I monopolize the conversation because it is important to keep the conversation going. When you're just streaming and not saying anything, then it's, in my opinion, that makes for a pretty bad stream. You need to keep the pratter constant. In my opinion. Wow, there's no villages. Okay. I would have thought that I would have found a village by now, but I guess not. Yes, pure silence when there is nobody else in the VC. Exactly. It is hard to keep a conversation, or rather, it's hard for me to make space for other people to be a part of this conversation when I'm worried that if I make space, they might not jump in. Although having a conversation, in my opinion, makes for a much better stream than not having one. Seriously, where are the villages? Okay, I might have to just land and ask Google where the nearest trial chamber is. This is starting to get ridiculous. Hello, Jack Boy! Good to see you. Okay. Oh! I found a shipwreck. Maybe there's a map to a trial chamber in the shipwreck. Okay. If I were a speedrunner, I would know these things. Although, well, probably that's only for the 1.16.1. That's what the speedrunners use. But I know there should be a... There it is. This, and there are no maps. Okay. Unlike the speedrunners, I do not need the iron. Oh, okay, so that was one half of the ship. The other half of the ship, if there was gonna be a map, it would be over here. Down this way. I don't think there will be one. But I might as well look. There we go. Back half of the ship. I found it. If there's a map, it would be in a chest back here. Alright. Yeah, I don't know if trial maps spawn in treasure chest ships. I mean, maps definitely spawn. Like, I know treasure maps do, but I don't know if trial chamber maps do. But it would be kind of cool to find a treasure chest anyway, because I don't think I have a Heart of the Sea on this server. Oh, I can only get trial maps from villagers? Okay. Well, that's alright. I'm still going to search this ship for a treasure chest map because I'm easily distracted. Oh yeah, the ones with iron don't spawn with maps. The map one is in the other part of the ship, which is, in this case, submerged. And I don't know if it's this badly submerged, if it will have a map, or if that chest will be... if that chest will be destroyed. Oh, you know what I've got? I have a turtle helmet, which is good for this sort of excavation work. Oh, or, you know, look over this direction. This is more likely. No, this is the edge of the ship. Sorry, guys. Easily distracted.
I have 3 trial maps, they're unlooted.
Ooh, okay. Where? What are the coordinates? Oh, no. Looks like the back half of the ship is empty. Oh, wait, wait. What's this? What's this? No. Nope. Get up to the surface. Don't die, don't die. Yes.
I'ma fly there and tell you, Strawberry.
Ooh, okay. Well, I am way off in the middle of nowhere. I am at 252, 93, 86. So I am way in the middle of nowhere. But if you want to tell me coordinates to the nearest trial chamber, I would love it. And I will wait here until you arrive. Just excavating this ship because, well, excavation is kind of fun. I am enjoying myself. And maybe, who knows, maybe I will find a treasure map. Sounds like someone is making withers. Okay, so back to how do you go from feeling like an outsider to feeling like an insider? And so I was in the middle of telling the story about how a while ago, about 10 or 15 years ago, I changed churches. And in that process, I kind of felt a little bit like an outsider, you know, for reason. It's reasonable that I might have felt that way. Let's see here. Did all of that sand just go away? And I didn't even save any of that sand. Oh, that's sad. Okay. Oh no. Things are freezing up. All right. Let's see here. Let's just take down this deck. Ho ho! Okay, now is that the iron chest or is that the other chest? Yeah, this is the iron chest. I need to go to the other side of the ship. Over here. And apparently all this sand is going to go away because I didn't have any space in my inventory. Can't let good sand go to waste. Let's see here. What still has space? Is there space in this one? Yes, there's space in this one. Okay. Not much space, but it'll do. Let's pick up sand. Can't let good sand go to waste. Let's see here. There we go. Box 1 has lots of space. Okay. That, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that. Okay. Now, pick up all the sand. Oh, time to sleep. Yes, I do not want a polar bear coming to find me. Polar bears are nasty. Toolbox. Toolbox. Okay. Got it. So, where were we? Yeah. So engage with the other people. Try to find out what they're curious about. Be curious about the kinds of things that other people are interested in, and then share your curiosity. So take an improv class. If this is really, really hard for you, then take an improv class. There's usually like a lot of community theater groups will have just regular improv classes. That's how they get people to join their community theater group. Community colleges have them. Sometimes comedy sports clubs have them. Just like, it doesn't have to be for a grade. Just take an improv class and learn the techniques of improv. Learn the techniques of what's called the yes and. So that means when somebody else says something, you don't negate the thing that the other person has said. You just say yes. And then you add to that with your own bit of story. So you say yes, and what about this other idea? See, am I even going in the right direction? Which way is this ship oriented? I'm trying to excavate the ship, not collect all the sand in the world. Okay. And so when you say yes and, that helps with the conversation. So here's how it works. It's like somebody else says, I like collecting Thomas the Train DVDs. And then you can say, yes, and I saw a Thomas the Train DVD at this location once, but it was too expensive, so I didn't buy it. Or, yes, and I know that lots of people enjoy that. How did you get into that hobby? are, although when you're asking questions, then that, like, sometimes it shows curiosity, and sometimes when you're doing improv, asking questions means asking the other person to come up with the thing to say next. And sometimes that's like asking the other person to do work. So you want to try to avoid asking the other person to do work as much as possible. Okay, now this is the other side of the ship. I wonder what we're gonna find if we destroy the whole thing. Gonna keep the fences here so that it kind of marks where the ship is. But this is the half of the ship.
Hello.
Where? Oh, hello!
I want to ask, why are you destroying a pirate ship?
Why am I destroying a pirate ship? I'm waiting for Bear Baker to come and tell me the coordinates of the nearest trial chamber. Hey, Karabotolo! Yes!
It makes it sound like you're looking for something.
Well, if I'm sort of looking for the... Well, okay, what I really want is a trial chamber map. But those aren't found in pirate ships. And so while I'm here by this pirate ship anyway, I was looking to see if this pirate
Could
ship
take a while, it's far
had
away.
a treasure map. And then if there's a buried treasure, I want to get the Heart of the Sea. Just for the fun of it. Yes, it could take a while. That's all right, Bear Baker.
Yeah.
I'm having fun. Aha! And I found it! I found it! Oops, no, I don't want to do that. I'm going to do that. And then breathe. Okay, get full health. Yes, so you need to be over 13, and you need to have Minecraft Java to join us. And be active in the community. Oh, come on. No, there's no map in here. Okay. That was the food treasure chest, and if there was going to be a map, I think that's where it'd be. There's... Well, actually, no, there's 3 maps on pirate ships sometimes. That was the second one. There's the iron one, there's the food one, and there's the map one. And I really have no idea why I'm bothering to with this, but I want to stay in roughly the same place so that when Bear Baker finds me, I will be found. Although perhaps I should organize my inventory in the meantime. Oops. Don't die. Okay. Here we go. So, box 1. One end, toolbox at the other end. Ominous box, mining supplies. AFK stuff and junk drawer. Going to just try to put all the stuff in the same boxes. Hello, Adelie! Of course I remember you. Lizards! Alrighty. Yes, so that's how you start to feel a part of a community is, you know, when people remember you, when you're known for something. Yes. When you have a part, when you have things that you can share with other people. So sometimes people like to be very private, but the problem is when you're very private, then it's hard to, it's hard to, like, have other people get to know you. Okay, we are gonna make some chests here. Oops, that was not how I meant to do that. There we go. My finger slipped. Alright. Dump chest. Get rid of all this stuff. Okay, now. the ominous box. Where's the ominous box? There it is. The ominous box should have the breach book. And I thought I had another
Bear
book.
Baker is asking what your chords are.
Oh, my chords. Sorry, Bear Breaker. 260. Oops. 260 and 9385. 9385. There we go. Yes. So yes, I am way far away from spawn, but unfortunately that's what you have to do if you want to find a trial chamber on our server. Okay, so AFK stuff looks like all the green things. No, we don't need that, don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. We don't need to bring back to spawn things that are in abundance. So let's see here. Maybe let's make... There's the dump chest, and then let's make a chest for stuff that we really, really don't need. That we just want to go away. There we go. Now do this. So this is just garbage. Things that we don't need, like wheat seeds. Okay, might as well keep all that. Don't need this, don't need that. Put that, actually put that back in my toolbox. Okay, garbage. There we go. Garbage. My breach 4 book. Definitely not garbage. That goes in the ominous place. Okay, garbage cleared out of there. Now, clear the garbage out of this one. Done. Clear the garbage out of this one. Garbage. Is dirt garbage? It is now. There we go. Okay.
Do those OBS plugins work for the Steam version of OBS? I recently just switched to that.
Oh, I have no idea. You'll have to give it a try. All right. So while I am organizing my inventory, let's see if I can do 2 things at once. I'm going to try to organize my inventory and continue to tell a story. So the story I was in the middle of telling was about how when I joined my new church, originally I kind of felt like an outsider. Which is sort of natural because I was an outsider originally. But the problem is, as I became more involved in the church and I volunteered to do things and I helped out and I got to know people, other people stopped seeing me like an outsider. Other people started seeing me like an insider, which if you are a young person at a church where young is defined as like under 50, if you are a young person at a church, most churches are desperate to have more people join them because so many people don't these days. And so everybody else was like really thrilled that I was there and I'd brought kids and they felt like I belonged. But I still didn't feel like I belonged, not on the inside. And it took a while for me to feel like I belonged. In fact, the thing that did it was I was still feeling like I didn't belong after I had been elected to be their senior warden when we were doing a search. So it's like they wanted me to lead the church through a difficult time, which happened to also wind up being the time of the pandemic, which ended up being a much more difficult time than they thought it was going to be, even for a difficult time. And so, you know, at that point, you'd think I would feel like I was an insider. You'd think I would feel like I belonged. But I still didn't completely feel like I belonged. Oh, what'd you miss? You missed the story time. Like, even though I pretty clearly belong, like, when you look at the external stuff, people do not elect you to be their leader at a time when they're going through crisis if they don't feel like you belong. But I still felt like I didn't belong. And so, is the problem with them? Is it the problem with the community? Or is that a problem with me? Is that a problem on my insides? And it was that realization for me. So I was like 45 or so at the time. And, you know, it was that realization for me that had me realize, like, oh, maybe it's not them, maybe it's me. Let's see here, we don't need this deep slate. Okay, now, let's have, I don't know, how about we'll make one for green things and one for brown things? How about that? So we'll put the green things in there and the brown things in here, and hopefully this will sort the boxes a little bit more easily. Brown things, green things, and things we don't need. Green things. Okay. And maybe blue things too. Blue things are kind of green, right? Okay. Blue things, green things. Okay. This one's brown things. Gray things. What should I do with gray and white things? They don't belong here. Okay. Extra rockets go here. Brown things, get the green things, and the blue things out. Here, mining supplies. Okay, that's where we're gonna put all of the gray things and the white things. Brown things, brown things, brown things. Garbage. Brown things. Okay, gray things, white things. Garbage. We do not need baked potatoes. Yes. A range between blue and green. That's right. So, yes. So, anyway, the point is that sometimes you might not feel like an insider, but when you start acting like it, then that can help. And sometimes you just have to slap yourself upside the head and say, I belong here. This is where I belong, and just start feeling it. And sometimes, you know, the actions come first, and sometimes the feeling comes first. Okay, brown things, brown things, brown things. Sure, we'll put that with the brown things. Why not? Okay, gray and white things. Ominous box. And, alright, so let's move these to the gray and white things box, and move these to the blue things box, and that to the brown things box. Okay, and this to the useful stuff box. Okay. There we go. Now, gray and white things. There we go. Oh wait, and black things. And breeze rods. Okay. Gray and white things. Brown things. Blue things. Brown things. Okay, my inventory is sorted. I now have more space for more stuff because I like stuff. And Let's see here. All right. Pear Baker is 4K blocks away. Hello, Shifey. Please don't ask twice. Yes, if you would like to join the server. Okay, you know what? If you're going to be acting annoying, then you get hidden. There we go. Sorry. Yes, so if you're still listening, then this could be a learning experience, which is don't continuously keep asking for the same thing. Time after time. It makes people want to ignore you. Okay, so how do you feel like you belong? Yeah, so engage with the loudest person in the room, engage with the quietest person in the room, show curiosity about the things the other person cares about, create and share in-jokes, but not at somebody else's expense. So, for example, at Strawberry's SMP, we have... I have no idea how it started being this way, but in the... We started counting in the SSMP Olympics channel because we weren't using the SSMP Olympics channel anymore, and people, like, there's sort of rules that you shouldn't count twice in a row, and every time you count you should say something with your count. And for the longest time, people were just sharing, like, this is the largest prime number that's smaller than some other interesting number, and stuff like that. And just weird in-joke kind of stuff. And when we got to the 400s, it's like, 404, number not found. Oh, look at that! I see Bear Baker! Hello, hello! Here, I just finished organizing my inventory. Oh, wait. I was going to... Do I need to save any of this? Here, I'm gonna save the sandstone and the jungle logs. I do not need to save the rest of that. Okay. There we go. That goes in there. And then my junk drawer is where I was putting brown things. Might as well put the logs in with the brown things. Oops. Okay. Make sure that I did not just lose one of these. Junk drawer. Okay, toolbox. Box 1. Ominous box and mining supplies. There we go! So, Bear Baker, do you have the location of a trial chamber for us? Uh-oh. Far away. Have fun? Oh, thank you! There we go. Trial Explorer map. Wait, ID 493. I think I might have done that one already. I'm not sure. Yeah. Well, we'll find out. We now have 3 new trial chambers to explore. Thank you. So this one is to our northeast. So is that one. So is that one. Okay. Well then. Let's go that way. So I don't need to keep any of that. And I don't need to keep any of that. Here we go. Which one looks like the most fun? This one looks like the most fun. Let's go this way. Okay, so first I'm gonna put this in my offhand so I can read it while I go. And now we're gonna want to go to the north and to the east. So north and east. This way. Yes, yeah, you could fly to a random village, make a villager a cartographer, and then have the cartographer give you a map. The problem is I spent half an hour flying around looking for a village. Yeah, that. All right, so let's just go this way. for a long way. And if we happen to see a village on the way, we'll get a new cartographer because, woo! Okay. Server is generating new territory. Have to be careful. Don't overdrive your headlights. Oh, you just flew past one flying here? No, I missed it. Here, maybe if I turn on F3B, that will help. Let's see here. So I need to go north and east. So this way. Make sure we're headed in the right direction. Alright, so I think those were all of my tips. Let's see, shall we land and sleep? Whee! The problem with sleeping is you always have to be careful, like, oops, wrong drawer, toolbox, there we go. You always have to be careful. What side of the bed do you wake up on? And make sure that you go in the proper direction after you wake up. Let's see, sleep. There we go. Okay, so I think I should keep going that way. I might as well do this, that. I have a burning zombie headed my way. Use this as an opportunity to practice my hit ranges. There we go. Okay. Now, we want to continue to go north and east until our little dot gets on the map. Oh, there's a village right there. Okay, let's see if we can find a cartographer. Did I just get rid of all of my wood? I think I did. Oh, but I have the sand to make glass. Okay. Yes, well, here, I found a village right here. Let me just see. Cartography. Huh. How do you make a cartography table? I think it's 2 glass. Well, here we go. Let's just make a furnace and make some glass. We can do this. We can do this. Okay, now we need the other pickaxe. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 for good luck. Alright, and then... let's see here. Junk drawer. Wood. Should be plenty. Crafting table. Oh, that's why it didn't show me.
2 paper, 4 planks.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, cartography table. 2 paper, 4 planks. Okay. Paper? No. Well, maybe there is one in this village already. Let's see. Nope. Smithing table. Here we go.
I have paper.
Oh, you've got paper? Okay. Got it. Well, would you like to come to 1692, 7945? So roughly 1700, 8000. Okay, yeah, I might have paper in my ender chest. Okay, where's my toolbox? Toolbox, ender chest. Let's see here. Where would the paper be? Well, I definitely have... I could get it that way. Yeah, I have all this gunpowder, but no paper in there. Yeah, let's see here. How about... supplies, words... gifts. Okay, yeah, let's just... Okay, do that, and then... which is the one that has all the sand in it. No. This one? I don't remember which one has all the sand. Okay. No, not that one. Mining supplies, of course. There we go. Sand. And... oh, this is plenty. There we go. I don't even need to farm that. I was gonna farm it. Okay. Oops. 3. Do that. Put this back away. Where did that crafting box go? Let's make another one. Yeah. So, I mean, part of it is engage with people in order to feel more like an insider. And part of it is time. And part of it is just changing your mind, your own mind, and saying, I am going to choose to feel like I belong here. And until somebody tells you you don't, just try to go with that. Okay, let's see here. Now, cartography table. And this. Okay, make cartography table. Now, let's find who wants to be a cartographer. Hi, would you like to be a cartographer? What profession do you currently have? You do not have a profession, and you're unlikely to get one. Okay. Hello, Austin Falk! Welcome to the stream. I am gonna try to make a cartographer. If I can find any villagers. Where's all the villagers? Okay, I don't want to lose my stuff. Let's pick this all up. Make sure I'm using the proper... There we go. Don't want to lose things. Hey, what's your... oh, you do not have a profession? Would you like to be a cartographer? You would? Oh, excellent. Okay, so for 7 emeralds, I can buy an empty map. Okay, now we're talking portable beacon kit, emeralds. Hi. There we go. Please sell me a trial chamber map. Please, please. Ocean Explorer map. That is, not what I was hoping for. Okay. 10 glass. We can do this. We can do this. Let's see here. What was I going to do? Nope. Okay. Let's do that. Don't lose that. And where did my... Oh, Bear Baker's here! Yay! I need to keep a bunch of glass in my ominous bottle area. Okay, let's see here. Now, I need to make a little furnace. And then do that. And then there's the one. Is it? Yeah, this one, I think. Sand. Sand in the furnace. And then I need a source of fuel. Can you burn rotten flesh as fuel? No. Okay. Just get it started with something, anything. Can you just use breeze rods as fuel? I'm curious. Nope. Okay, well, let's get... this one. Nope, not that one. Which one has all the brown stuff? Junk drawer. Yes, there we go. Junk drawer, brown stuff, logs. I do not need that many. Okay. Logs make glass. And when we have 6 glass, then we can trade it to the cartographer. Because this will hopefully find us a map that is closer. Oh, and I'm gonna need, oh wait, an empty map. I have an empty map, okay. Or no, I think these guys want compasses. I believe they want compasses. So I have somewhere, okay, just put that back for now. I've got some compasses somewhere. Supplies, fancy clothes, spare chest pieces, valuables. Do I have compasses in here? Well, let's just see what's in my valuables box. Do I have? Yes, I have. Nope, these are used compasses. Well, I don't know. Will a used compass work? I could try. Okay. Oops, that's the wrong one. Need to make sure I do not accidentally use that one on there. Okay. All right, this is enough glass. And of course, I don't have enough space in my inventory for anything anymore. Okay. That keeps some. Glass. No, not the cartography table. This. Ah! Whatever. Okay. Glass. Now. Oops, let's sleep. Toolbox. Toolbox. Bed. Sleep. Ooh, glass. Thank you, Bear Baker. Hello, Tarty Blocks! Welcome to the stream. I have finished up most of the mom advice for the stream already, but if you have any questions... Oh no! Oh... Can I close hitboxes? Oh, it's distracting? I suppose I can. There we go. Whoa! There must have been a creeper right beside me. Luckily, it did not take up my bed. Okay, let's see here. Now, let's pick these things up. Find the cartographer. Put that back. Where did that cartographer go? Get them to sell us a map.
The Hackman 129 just followed.
Oh, thank you for the follow. That's not a cartographer. Cartographers have like the little gold thing. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Hello, I am Strawberry, your internet gamer mom. Okay. Where is the cartographer? Ah, this him? Yes. Hello, my dude. Please sell me a map. Oh, that's all I had for glass. Oh, Bear Baker's trading with him. Yes, maybe you can get him to do the thing. Okay, so we need 8 emeralds and a compass for an ocean explorer map. That's not what we want. And it looks like this compass won't work. Okay. Alright, let me go make some more glass. I just need more wood. Or other
Vladike
sources.
subscribed to the main StrawberryGS YouTube channel.
Oh, thank you so much! I appreciate that! Yay! Okay, here we go. And, oh, he followed us over here. He likes our business. Almost. One more. Let me get one more out of the iron. Or out of the fire here. There we go. This should be enough. Like that. And like that. Please sell me a map. Please sell me a trial chamber map. Yes! Trial explorer map. Okay. There we go. And my spawn compass will do it. And hopefully this map, well, at least in theory, this map should be significantly closer. Okay, now what I need to do is, in my ominous box, let me go add, oops, wrong thing, put this in the ominous box for later, along with all of the glass. And let's see here, I need this glass that's left over. Those maps, let's see, can I? Yes, I can. Those maps. Okay, now which was the more recent one? Rats. I think 480 was the recent one, or was it 470? I'm pretty sure it wasn't any of those. Okay. Okay, this feels like it hopefully might be closer. There's no way to know. Well, all of them still. Oh wait, this one looks like it's partially explored. Okay. This one must be it. Let's offhand that. And get ready to go. Let's see, Bear Breaker, do you have everything out of the ender chest that you need? I am going to break it down. Put that in my toolbox. You know what? I'm just going to be lazy and put it here. Okay, those we'll just leave here. My gift to your village, good sir. Alright, now to the north and to the east. Let's do it. North, east, this way. And yes, all of the trial maps were this way. I can double fist my maps, seeing as I'm not sure which one is gonna hit first. Whee! Aw, that's alright. I'm glad you're here. Yes. We talked about how to feel like you're more of an insider. And some of it is just kind of changing your own mind and telling yourself, you know what, I belong. And it's easier said than done, but if you can at least just say it, then that's helpful. Okay. Oh, there's another village. After all that time not finding villages earlier, now I find a lot of them. I should... Okay, my Elytra is doing fine. Oh, I forgot to ask. Bear Baker, did you get a map too? Or are you just following me? Yes, hope. I feel like I shouldn't have had to go this far. Let me land. Whoa, that was quite a landing. Okay. Let me land and... Wait, where's my... There it is, ominous box. Let me check all of these other maps. And see if any of the other maps has something other than to the north and east. Like this one, for example. This is probably the map that we should be using. Okay. Because this one is to the south and west, which means it must be substantially closer than all the rest of them. South and west. Okay, make sure I'm going in the right direction. Alrighty. Yeah, because there are so many trial chambers. Like, it may take a little while to find them, but there's a lot of them scattered about the lands. And I've never been to one that is quite so varied before. Or that is in the Arctic before. This will be interesting. Ooh, there we go. I feel like we're getting closer. Wouldn't it be funny if the place is like right where we were earlier? Ooh, there we go. Oh, wait. Is this the wrong kind of map? Hold on. What kind of map is that? No, this is a Trial Explorer map. Okay. Now we want to go due west toward the setting sun. There we go. Oh, hey, I see that. Welcome to the stream. That is fine. I'm just glad you are here today. Yes. Here we go. All right, we're on the map. Now we need to turn this direction and right here, roughly. Okay. So this way. Well, let's drop down. So I don't want to have to go through water to get to it. And I really don't like digging straight down to find things. So we're going to kind of back up and get a running start at this place. Okay. First, let's... Where's my mining supplies? Mining supplies. Okay, let's get more... Oops, that's not what I meant. Mining supplies. Wait, that's not the one with the... Okay, where did I put the one with the torches? I want the torches. Ooh, and my valuables should not be on me. That is a thing we need to fix. Just in case we die. Okay, so toolbox. Nope, toolbox doesn't have torches, but toolbox is where we put the bed. Alrighty. Sleep. Okay, so Bear Baker, these coordinates are 1792, 7662. 1792, 7662. Okay, is anybody else gonna sleep? Yeah. Okay, well, if other people are not sleeping... Ah, there we go. Sleeping through the night. Excellent. Oh, have fun. Ho-ho! Adventuring time. Yay! Okay, let's see here. So I am looking for... Okay, out of my toolbox, I need an ender chest to put my valuables away. Because if I die, I want to save my valuables, and I don't care that much about the jungle logs. Okay, and then... Let's see here. So, back in the toolbox. Okay, wood goes in the toolbox. Uh-oh. I see a spider. I killed a spider. Go me. Okay, now. I am looking for... There it is. Junk drawer. In the junk drawer, I have... Torches! That's what I'm looking for. Okay. Now, pick up all the stuff. Oh. This... How about... Ender chest goes there in the toolbox. Okay. Pick up more... shulker boxes. And now, we're facing directly towards it. Oh, hey! Thank you, Pepsi Train. Excellent. If you have been sitting for a while, as I have, please do join me in Body or Spirit for 10 squats. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And 10 push-ups. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Alright, I already know for a fact that's 30 push-ups and squats for the stream, 90 of each for the week, and a grand total of 180 pieces of exercise for the entire week. Yeah, and we've hit the milestone of 1,000 pieces of exercise for 1,000 pieces of exercise for the entire summer.
Woohoo! Alright, well, I am now going to... Okay, first, let's mark my entrance. Oh, and whenever I go places, I like to... Let's see here, where is it? If I die in the trial chamber, I like to be prepared for the eventuality of my death. Okay, so let's do this and that. So we're gonna leave a bed And an ender chest here with my spawn point set. Just in
Yep.
case. Alright. Be prepared. The scout motto.
I love those ones.
Right, and I don't... Well, okay. Where did I put those torches? Alright.
Sadly, I have to go.
Alright. Well, see you later. So, Bearbreaker, I will be actually exploring this on stream tomorrow while we listen to the Healthy Gamer GG guy give us advice on trauma. And trauma recovery. Yes.
Oh god, I should show up. I probably should show up for this.
Probably. Yes, a lot of the things that he says make a lot of sense for people who have experienced various traumas in their life.
Yeah, even if sometimes they can be nonsensical.
Mm-hmm.
Also forgot my chest plate armor.
Ooh, yeah, I don't want to forget that. Alright.
Wait a minute, is that one 18 plus though?
No. There was only one 18 plus stream where he talked about trauma and people's sexual relationships and how it affects that. And so there was only that one. Ooh, lapis.
Okay.
I do not need everything I see. Although, I don't need it. Don't need it. Don't need it. Not gonna pick it up. Except Except I picked up one, and after I've got one in my inventory. Okay.
Reminding me of that meme from SpongeBob. He's like, I don't need it. I don't need it. I need it.
I have never actually watched SpongeBob. I've seen SpongeBob the musical, but I've never actually watched the cartoon.
Oh, you mean the musical from Broadway?
Yep. Well, I'm not on
I saw it as
Broadway.
well.
I saw the children's musical theater version.
Oh yeah, I did as well. They also played a version of that at the theater, where I usually go to with my family to see.
Oh, nice.
It was also It's also the same theater I saw.
Ho-ho! I think we found it.
Yeah, Legally Blonde, Bonnie and Clyde, and Camelot.
Nice. Okay, I think we're here, chat.
Yes.
Okay, so high-low is the way to go home. I think after all that, I think we want to find at least one. Oops, at least one spawner. Okay, let's see here. Where's my ominous box?
Box?
Yes, I have an ominous box. And in the ominous box, I'm going to put some maps and some empty maps.
Why do I just randomly laugh every time I hear the word box now? I don't understand. Oh, god damn. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I'm near out of time. Sorry guys, I gotta go again. See y'all later.
Okay, bye. Okay, these are thick walls, my goodness. Alright, but we made it in! Okay, now let us... Whoops, I just took out a ladder. Well, let us clearly mark... high-low, the way to go home. That's how I mark it. Let's see here. High-low, the way to go home. Alright! This is the trial chamber. Let me do just one trial. Oh, first I gotta drink my ominous bottle. Here's my ominous box. Drink the ominous box. Drink the ominous bottle. And then begin the ominous trial. It saw me. Alright. Oh, right. And change to... Hold on. Run away until I put my chest plate on. There we go. F3B! Turn on F3B! Oh my goodness, there's a lot of these. We got this. We got this. Okay, let's see here. We don't want the things that spawn to fall off the ledge. We want them to stay right here, nice and easy to kill. But of course not. They wouldn't do that. Yeah, all the silverfish are now way down below. Okay. Well, here we go. Let's go down and get them, because they aren't coming up here. Go. Oh my goodness, did another one just start activate? I have activated a lot of ominous trial chambers! For ominous trials. And they're in advanced mode too. Don't die, don't die! We can do this, we can do this. Okay, kill, 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 kill. Ah! How many of these are there? Okay. Back up to the top. Eat, eat, eat. They just keep hitting me. No. Got it. Oh, and some spiders. Where do spiders come from? Ah, where's my sword? The sword is mightier. Oh my goodness. And now I'm on fire too? Seriously? Ah! We can do it. We can do it. Okay. Oh, we got one. We did one. It has potatoes. Ooh, but this one has a key. All right. And another one is still active. I can hear it. Okay, I don't care about the potatoes. Where is it? Okay, well, let's go down to the bottom. Pro tip, do not, if you want to use sweeping edge, then don't try to crit. Oh my goodness. There we go. That, and was that this one? No! Where are they? Toolbox. Oh, that's how I caught on fire the other day. Okay. My goodness, a third one? Well, at least I'm not lacking for trying to find trial chambers. Or trial... whatever these are called. Trials? Okay. The question is... where are they? Okay, where's the... okay, box 1. Box 1 is empty. Ah! It's trying to catch me on fire! Okay. All this stuff I don't need, so I have space to the stuff for the stuff that I don't know what it is yet. Alrighty. Oh. Okay, where's things I have to kill to finish off these chambers? Aha! There it is. Silverfish. I do not like being on fire. I am on fire. Okay. Oh, hello. I'm sorry, Radigo. I was in the middle of a intense battle here. There we go. Let's get some more intense battle music. Oh, there's a tripwire there. I kept setting off tripwires. That's my problem. Okay. Now this one. Where are the other pieces to this one? Somewhere there's some mobs that I need to kill. But I do not know where they are. Ah. Ooh. More stuff. Honeycombs, Oh, it keeps chasing me. This ghost is chasing me with fire. And I don't know where the things are that I need to kill. But I see the prize up there. Okay. We got this. We just need to find... It's probably a spider or something up here. Spiders like to go up. Where? Just looking. Where could it be? Ah! This ghost keeps chasing me. No! If I go up even higher. Is that a... Okay. Well... I don't see it. Is it down this way? Yeah, where do I go to find the last silverfish? Well, at least I hope it's the last silverfish. Ooh, I don't want to activate more chambers. No! Let me just find this silverfish and then I'll be done with the stream. Woo! Oh my goodness, this chamber just goes down and down and down. Sweet. Alright. Oh, there's the beds. Okay. Oh, interesting. Bamboo planks. That's a new one. Okay, down and down. Silverfish, I'm looking for you. And down. This is a really tall place. Oh, wait, I just saw up there. I saw a hitbox. Oh, yep, there it is. And that's how the silverfish fall off the edge. Okay, they have no sense of self-preservation. Wait, no, this is an entirely new area. No. Yes, fight each other, not me. That's what we want. Fight each other, not me. Ah, no. Stuck in a spider web. Ah, good thing I have good armor. Need better aim. Better aim would certainly help. I've got something that's like chasing me and putting spider webs on me. Oh my goodness, this is annoying. We can do it. We can do it. Oh, yikes. I'm at half health. Okay. Come on. Come on. It's the spider webs. Oh my goodness. Fires are bad enough, but fires and spider webs? Really? Stop it! Please stop it! What did I ever do to deserve this? Okay, I'm looting a structure that is, in fact, my choice. That's what I did to deserve this, I admit. Okay. Oh. Bucket. Okay. Okay, I heard the noise of... Go. Oops. Ah, no, not that. I'm out of blocks. Okay. Well, I'm not out of blocks. I'm just out of easily available blocks. Okay. What do I do? Okay. Can't kill what I can't see. And it's gotta be down below. Okay, well. Yep, sure enough. There's some of it. Okay, well, there's lots of good loot when I get around to having a safe enough space to loot. Ooh, diamonds even. Okay. So, kill from the bottom floor up. Kill everything down here. Oh, those must be broken pots. Must have been broken from those guys' stuff. Okay, now I see something up there, so... Let's see here, does this nope, I need 9. Okay, sure, why not? Sure, I'll build with ice, why not? Everybody's favorite building material. Here we go. Oh, okay, I must have finished that one. And I finished that one. Good. Let's see about this one up here. And a trial key. There we go. Okay. And there is the trial reward center. Let's do it. Okay. Well, sure, why not? The trial that Ice built. Does it work? Oops. Ah! Okay. Just do this. Woo! Alright, let's see what we get. We worked for this one, chat. Let's see what we get. An armor trim. And a block of iron. Yay. Okay, hello, Starblocks. No, I am not hacking. Yes. Oh. Okay. Oh, hey, glad you're here. Welcome, Forceman! Yay! Good to see you. How are you? How are those cows? All right. Oh, and now all this ice that I placed is melting because of the candles. That's funny. Here. Okay, although I don't know that the other ice... Well, doesn't really matter. Let's go back to the other end of the chamber, or... Let's see here, where was it? Now I gotta find my way out of here again. What is this? Alright, well... What will we do? Let's go... Okay, so that's the one that I've already looted. So I want to go in the opposite direction and then go way up, I think. Go here and then go up. Nope. Wait, where did I come from? Well, you know what? I think this is a good place to leave it at for today. So, chat, we are going to leave it right here. Tomorrow... Oh, I probably came from this way. Almost certainly. Yep, there it is. There's the other one. Okay. Or maybe not. Okay, you know what? We're just going to tunnel in here. This is where we're gonna start tomorrow. Here, we'll make a iron with a pot. There we go. Okay, this is where we're gonna start tomorrow. Oops, with a little light. How about there we go, like that. Woo! Okay, so tomorrow, chat, over on Twitch, we will be watching Healthy Gamer GG's Trauma Module, a $30 value. I hope to see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Goodbye, YouTube.